Hi, it's Michael Zipursky from consultingsuccess.com, and I'm going to share with you two of the most common mistakes that consultants make when it comes to proposals and what you can do to avoid them. So the first mistake that many consultants make is that they really misunderstand the whole role in place for proposals. I know when I first started off in the consulting business many years ago, I thought that a proposal was a marketing material, was something that I needed to really, demonstrate and sell it. Like it was a marketing material, I believed. I thought that I needed to do a lot of selling and promotion and convincing in the proposal. And so I would send off these proposals. They'd be pages long with all the information about my background and, what we've achieved and this, that, and the other. And clients never read through them because that's not the role of a proposal. If you're introducing new information in your proposal, then what you're really doing is opening up the opportunity for a buyer to be surprised, to not, to really misunderstand what you're trying to say, or to have a lot of questions that they're not going to have the opportunity, or that you're not going to have the opportunity to answer right then and there. The role of a proposal is simply to take what you and the buyer have already discussed through your conversation with them, and then to put it onto paper, into a form that summarizes to clarify and to confirm that you're both on the same page. And there's a very straightforward process in terms of how to structure your proposal. We have this listed both in our consulting proposal guide as well as in different articles throughout the site. But really what I want to focus on in this video here is the importance of not trying to sell in the proposal, not trying to introduce new information. The proposal should only be sent to a client when the client has given their acceptance, when they have said, yes, I'm interested in working with you. And you said, well, okay, I'll put together a proposal. I'll send it over with some options and some pricing so that we can then decide which would be the best path to move forward with. Does that sound good to you? And the buyer says yes. If the buyer doesn't say yes, then you don't send the proposal. If the buyer says, hey, well, this, what we've talked about sounds pretty good. Can you send me a proposal? Before you say yes to that, make sure that you have all the information that you need to structure an effective proposal. Make sure that there's nothing really left for the buyer to consider, so that when they get the proposal, their job is just one thing, is to say yes or no, or what can we do here, right? It should be a very simple process. It should not require as much back and forth. It should not require huge discussions of you explaining what you meant by this or that, because everything should have been covered in the original conversation. If you do that, you'll see that your proposal process will go much faster and you'll have a higher success rate. The second big mistake that consultants make with proposals is they offer to send them off too quickly, but they don't schedule a follow-up. So I remember I was working with a law firm, a medium-sized law firm in the city, and I had first met this lawyer, the founder of the firm. He was very interested in working together. I met him at a party. He said, yeah, I could really use help with my marketing and attracting more clients and doing online advertising. Can you help? I said, yeah, that's what we do every day for clients. That's what we were doing at that time in that consulting business that I ran. And so, it took a while to first meet with him. Then when I did, I put a proposal in front of him too quickly. And I had to keep following up to get a response. Like, did you look at it? What do you think? And, he wouldn't respond. And I thought maybe he wasn't interested. But what I learned is that he was just busy. And so the big mistake that is the takeaway there that I want to share with you as a lesson here is when you have the buyer agree for you to provide a proposal, never leave that meeting without scheduling a day and time for follow-up. Meaning that you say, okay, I'll send over a proposal, and how about if we schedule this day and this time so that we can jump on a call, or I'll come by and we can review it together. And so you get them to open their calendar, you open your calendar, you have a scheduled time to follow up, to review the proposal together. When you do that, you'll shorten the proposal acceptance time from sometimes weeks or even months to often days or a week. It's incredibly powerful, incredibly effective, and it's easy to do. But you just need to do it, right? You just got to put it into place and not be shy to say, this sounds great. I'll get a proposal over to you tomorrow. Why don't we schedule a time for Thursday? Does the morning or afternoon look better for you? And that way I can give you a call. We can go over the proposal together, see if there's any questions that you want to review and decide what the best next step would be. How does that sound to you? Well, that sounds great. Perfect. This time, wonderful. Okay, done. Try that out next time. Use those 2 tips that I just shared with you to really see your proposals not only being accepted more readily, but being accepted much faster.